Hey everybody, I hope you had a good Thursday. Wanted to get this video out before I had to take my daughter to soccer practice tonight. But as I said a few weeks ago, I'd be answering questions and kind of put them out there on videos. So my goal is to kind of do 2 a week. I don't want to overload everybody with all these different comments, but just want to kind of go over this week. I had someone ask me, can you kind of reintroduce yourself? Let us know kind of who you are. It's been a while since the election kind of started or when the filing was. So today I'm going to kind of go through that a little bit. Those who don't know, I'm Nicholas Pizzuti. Live out in Gilbert, South Carolina with my wife Lori and our 2 girls. We're all products of Lexington 1. I graduated Lexington High School. My wife graduated from Gilbert. And our girls are going through the Gilbert schools right now. People ask, why are you running? Well, the reason is I've been asked a couple of times throughout the years if I'd run, and I never felt the time was right. The kids were younger, kind of doing more stuff with that, dealing with the coaching aspect of it, and everything else that they may have, their extracurricular activities. But now the kids have gotten older, they somewhat can take care of themselves. I've gotten into high school sports where I no longer get to coach them anymore, which is sad as that is for me, but I enjoy watching them do the things they do now as they've gotten older. So I just felt the time was right for me to run. I've seen a lot going on up at the district that I hadn't agreed with. I've seen a lot of outside influence come in. I've seen a lot of kind of bickering going back and forth. I've seen maybe some grandstanding, just something where it doesn't seem like they're all working together. And I think that's one thing I want to accomplish is to get everybody back to working together, and hopefully I can be that voice of reason that can kind of sit down and talk with everybody and hash out differences. Another reason is because I'm a parent, and I think there's no better person to look at what's best for their child than a parent. And I think what you got to understand is what may be best for my child may not be best for your child or someone else's child. While the child will always be my first thing to take care of, I got to look at all the aspects of it and see what's best for everyone. But just make sure that as a parent, it's our job to do that. Trust the school to support us in the education of our child, and just make sure that's taken care of. 3 of the main points I look at are transparency, accountability, and dealing with the growth in the district. I think with transparency, it has a bunch of different forms. I think as a taxpayer, of course, we should be able to see every dollar spent because it's our tax dollars getting spent. I think we should be able to ask and receive what we need. But I also think we need to look at fiscal transparency when it comes to how we spend the money. I think they say, right now about 80+% of money, that goes in the district is spent in the classroom. But I think if you actually start looking at the way they code things in accounting and everything else, it might be probably closer to 60 to 65%. And I hate seeing at the beginning of the school year every year where teachers are asking for, please buy me this for, off Amazon for my classroom. The teachers shouldn't have to be asking. There should be enough resources in our district where that's taken care of for the teachers. The teachers need the resources they need to teach. They don't have to be overloaded with certain things that they may not need or have to do that may not be responsible for them. So they need the resources given to them to help them teach our children. So when you look at transparency, I think taxpayers got to know where the money is spent, but we also got to look at fiscal transparency of how that money is spent and where it is actually going, and make sure it's going to the right location. The second thing is accountability. There's a lot of folds in accountability, and I think accountability should be not just at the district level, it should be all the way down to the child and to the parents and to the teachers and all. I think we all should be held accountable for our actions. I don't like the fact that a student can not turn in work all year but still get a 45. To me, that teaches them nothing. It teaches them they're getting credit for doing nothing. And when you say get in the real world, it doesn't work that way. So that's one thing I think we need to be accountable. We need to make sure that we give, again, teachers resources to hold the children accountable. I think we also need to be able to, as a school board, to hold our district accountable. I don't think we need to be a rubber stamp or a yes person just from whatever they bring us. I think we need to make sure that we look at everything, right or wrong, do our research, and actually give them feedback of what we think they need to do or what needs to be improved on, instead of just agreeing with everything they give the board. So that's the second thing. The third thing is the growth in the district. We live in Lexington County, and we know how fast this growing is and how much growth is going on. I think we need to be able to communicate between the school board and our municipalities and our counties, and to actually have communication with them when we're making decisions on where schools are going to be built or where we need road widenings and stuff like that. I think we have to have that communication there to, we'll never be able to control the growth, but we need to have a way to work with the growth and make the best decisions to deal with that growth where it's beneficial to everyone, especially the taxpayer. I've said this numerous times, what you see with me is what you get. I'm an honest person. I love sitting down and talking to people. I will sit down and talk to anybody to hash out our differences. I'm not one of those that's going to immediately say you're wrong if we've never even talked. I like to get to know someone to see where they come from, why they believe the way they do. I had a great conversation with the teacher today, talking about some of the issues in the district that we may not agree with. But it was a great conversation. A lot of things were answered for me that kind of opened my eyes a little bit. So we agreed on a lot of things, and we still disagreed on some things, and there was nothing perfect wrong with that. It was a great conversation. And I think that's what we need. I think we need people that can sit down at the table and work together and hash things out instead of bickering and grandstanding and all this other stuff just to sit up there and say you're wrong. I think we got to come to the table together, to work together, to make sure everything is the way it is. So I tried to be as brief as I could tonight. Like I said, I'm always open to talk to anybody, answer any questions. Anytime. Like I said, I love talking about differences. We may not agree on everything. I'll be honest, I don't agree with every single person I talk to. I don't think if we did, nothing would, if everybody agreed all the time, nothing would ever get done. I think that's where we come up with good ideas, is differences. And I think that's what it's going to take for the school board to get us back, or just get us keep moving in a good direction. Like I said, I appreciate everyone that's reached out to me so far. I appreciate all the support I've gotten. I've gotten support from all different areas, and I appreciate it. Like I said, if you'd like to help me out, put a yard sign in your yard, let me know. If you just want to sit and talk, let me know. If you want to grab a cup of coffee to talk, let me know. I hope to get out in the streets and the next couple weeks and start knocking on doors. If you want to help me with that, or if you want me to have a meet and greet in your neighborhood, or just to come talk to y'all, just let me know. Again, I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far. I look forward to talking to anyone else that wants to talk to me, and just appreciate everything that has come my way so far, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank y'all.